Former Donald Trump aide Stephen Miller has been running a series of ads, mostly on radio, but most recently on television in Georgia, claiming that the Biden administration, liberals, progressives, Democrats in general, they're all racist against white people. Now, the radio ads, of course, had been reported on, and then Isaac Hayes III posted this on Twitter yesterday, showing the world the anti-white racism ads that Stephen Miller's group is running. Now, if I sound a bit confused here, it's because I am. Because nothing in this ad I'm about to show you is accurate. And even though the video quality is a little poor, if you're able to see the sources that they cite, most of them are the Daily Wire, which is not very reliable. There's the Washington Times, which is 100% not reliable, and other media outlets that are either taken out of context or are also not reliable. But that's what Steve Miller's group, America First Legal, is putting out there. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here is this ad attacking Democrats for their racism against white people. Here it is.
When did racism against white people become okay? Joe Biden put white people last in line for COVID relief funds. Kamala Harris said disaster aid should go to non-white citizens first. Liberal politicians block access to medicine based on skin color. Progressive corporations, airlines, universities all openly discriminate against white Americans. Racism is always wrong. The left's anti-white bigotry must stop. We are all entitled to equal treatment under law. America First Legal paid for this ad.
So you can see why I'd be a little bit confused as to what exactly is happening here, because if you are an individual living in the United States today, you know that white people are not, in fact, being discriminated against. And if you believe that they are, then you are undoubtedly a Republican voter. But even amongst Republicans, that belief that white people are somehow the persecuted group in the United States, it's not hugely prevalent. Yes, there's plenty who believe it, but a majority understand that really that's not a thing. And Stephen Miller wants to change that view. He wants every white person in this country to know that Democrats are out to get you. Because Stephen Miller, based on the available evidence, appears to be hugely racist. The Southern Poverty Law Center, that of course monitors hate groups across the country, put together an entire dossier on Stephen Miller during his time with the Trump administration. So I turned to that to remind everybody how racist Stephen Miller is. And this is what the Southern Poverty Law Center had to say. And these are based on emails obtained from Stephen Miller. Like, he did these things and he was boasting to Breitbart about what he accomplished with the Trump administration. Here it is. The policies include reportedly setting arrest quotas for undocumented immigrants, an executive order effectively banning immigration from 5 Muslim-majority countries, and a policy of family separation at refugee resettlement facilities that the Department of Health and Human Services Office of Inspector General said is causing, quote, intense trauma in children. And Miller takes credit for all those things. Like, I did that. He is proud to tell you. Because there's no doubt in my mind, maybe you have a different opinion, but there's no doubt in my mind that the trollish-looking Stephen Miller believes that white people are the dominant race, right? White people are the real saviors of the world. And these darn Democrats are just out there going after white people at every opportunity. Now, as I pointed out, everything said in that ad is a complete and total lie, or it's something that was actually taken out of context and twisted to become a lie. There are no policies out there that specifically punish people for being white. That's not a thing. There are, however, plenty of policies, both in law and in business, that punish people for being black, punish them for being Hispanic, punish them for being members of the LGBTQ community. Pretty much everybody that's not white is in some way, whether through government action or corporate action, being discriminated against in America today. The one group that is not is white people. But Stephen Miller wants the audience to believe something that's a complete fantasy, And that's why he's running these disgusting and hugely racist ads. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.